Hello, my name is susannnbyee, also known as Skaty on all the platforms, and I want to show you my bookshelves. I'm pretty proud of how they have turned out. I've been living in this room for about 10 years, I think. No, probably more. 14 years? I don't know how long I've been living here, but this is my parents' house and I still live at home for now. So this will probably be the last and only video I make about my bookshelves and my setup in this room, because I want to move. And I will probably do that by the end of the year. I want to move out and live by myself and get my own apartment. My room is decently sized, but it does have a slanted roof, like you can see, which is very annoying when you are 5'10" or like 178. This is annoying. Also, I get intense hyperfixations and new hobbies all the time, so I have way too much stuff for this little room. Therefore, the shelves and the way that I've laid out all my books and things, I feel like it's kind of smart, and also I'm pretty proud of how it turned out, so I will be showing it off and going into detail about some of the shelves and some of the books, some of the ways that I've done things. And yeah, I feel like that's a good way for you guys also to just get to know me, and you get to know me as a reader, to see what kind of books that I enjoy. I'll be talking a little bit about my favorites and stuff, and the ones that I didn't like that much, and based on that, you can also recommend me new books, which is what every book reader wants. Like, if there was another love language just for book lovers, it would be someone understanding your book taste. You know? So, yeah, let's just get into my shelf. Can you see all of it? No, you can't. I'm hungry. This is the top half of my shelf. I am sitting on my bed, because if I were to stand up, I will be talking a little bit about it, like, out from here, and then we'll do some close-up shots of each shelf, and I'll show you. I'm pretty sure that these are like standard Billy bookshelves from IKEA. I don't know if it's the Billy bookshelf, but it is from IKEA. I can't tell you that. I obviously don't have only books on here. I do have other stuff too, and that is, like I said, because I don't have a lot of storage space here. So I kind of just deal with what I have. But we'll work our way down. This is, like I said, top part of my shelf. This is, I don't actually know what kind of plant this is, but I've had it for many years at this point. When I got it, it was about this tall. I'm not joking, it was this tall when I got it, and now it stretches all the way over my bed to the other side of my room, and it hangs down, like it drapes, all the way over my shelf. Other than my plant, I also have a plushie back here. This is One Puss, but it's the partner version, which it says here. Discord. I am a Discord partner. My server is actually kind of cool. I love it if you like games, more mature people, a chill space, talking about books. Join my Discord, please. It would be lovely. Under One Puss. Whoops. Under One Puss we have one of these. If you know, you know. No, I'm kidding. This is a graduation cap, because I am Norwegian and I was Russ, as it's called. If you've never heard of that, please look it up, because it's really funny and kind of insane, and it kind of goes against everything else about being Norwegian. So I have tried to be kind of mindful with my shelves about like the order that I put things in, like how much I enjoy the things. So the top shelf is kind of a Sarah J Maas shelf. I do really love Sarah J Maas. I have finished the entirety of the Avatar series. Unpopular opinion, controversial opinion. The last one, A Court of Silver Flames, is my favorite. I love that stuff. I have not read Crescent City. I've read Assassin's Blade, and I'm in the middle of Throne of Glass. Haven't read the rest of the series. Please convince me to continue, because right now I'm like, eh. Moving down a bit, we have my favorite shelf. This is my absolute favorite shelf. It has some of my favorite books, except for A Court of Silver Flames. And that is promptly displayed When the Moon Hatched, Sarah A. Parker. Loved that book. cannot wait for the next one. It was my only 6-star read of this year. We also have If We Were Villains by Emil Rio. I have the standard edition that I did. Tab and read through. This is my original, which I have also highlighted and underlined some of the quotes and stuff. Right after finishing If We Were Villains, I went to TikTok like everybody else does, and I looked up, and Pinterest by the way, and I looked up pictures and drawings and fan art of the book, and I realized this thing exists. This is the anniversary edition of If We Were Villains. And it has illustrations in it. You can't tell me I couldn't get this book. This is amazing. I love this. So this is now promptly displayed on my shelf. Next to it, we have One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig. I read the first one, loved it. It was not a 5-star read for me. I think it was a 4.5 or a 4. I'm in the middle of the second one right now, which I think I'm liking even more. We have The Final Empire, Brandon Sanderson, my only Brando book. I've started, I think I've read 1 chapter of The Wall of Ascension. This is amazing. I have no complaints about this book at all. 5-star read for me. I also have the entirety of the Wicked Kingdom series. Behind this thing. Kingdom of the Wicked, Kingdom of the Cursed, and Kingdom of the Feared, which it's not a 5-star series for me, but I really enjoyed it and it got me out of my book slump, which I appreciate it for. And then of course we have another Miski. On the other side, we have a little book of Yves Saint Laurent. Yves Saint Laurent? I don't speak French. A little cute like fashion tabletop coffee table book that I'm gonna display on an actual coffee table when I have one. For now, it stays displayed here next to my blue jewelry thing, which I got from my grandma. And then we have a jewelry box, my Switch Pro controller, and some Illumicrate bowls where I keep some jewelry and dice. D&D dice. I've played 1 campaign of D&D ever. It wasn't even a campaign, it was a one-shot, and I loved it, but I want to get into it. I like D&D. And my boyfriend is currently trying to become a dungeon master, so that's it. Moving down, we have more like miscellaneous shelves. By the way, I was thinking of it as like a fantasy shelf at first, but then I got the If We Were Villains things, and I was like, no, it's just a favorite shelf. This, on the other hand, is actually a fantasy shelf. We have the entirety of the Cruel Prince trilogy, which I really did enjoy, and at first I was like, meh, but then I read this like 2.5 years ago. I haven't stopped thinking about it. I think about this all the time. Then we have the entirety of the Powerless trilogy, which is the first series that I completed and tabbed all the books in, which is very satisfying to look at, so I definitely want to do that more. I basically only tab and annotate books if I feel like they're quote-worthy, because I love good quotes and like lyrical writing. Then we have the Caraval trilogy at the bottom here, which I actually think I don't prefer it to Once Upon a Broken Heart, but I think I love them equally. And I really wish that I finished this before I started Cruel Prince. No, wait, what? And I really wish that I finished the Caraval trilogy before I read Once Upon a Broken Heart, because I feel like I would have loved it even more. But I did really like Once Upon a Broken Heart, The Battle Never After, and The Curse of True Love. Displayed more openly because the covers are so good. On this side, we have, first of all, we have 2 more Smiskies. Love my Smiskies. We have Fourth Wing in Iron Flame by Rebecca Yarros. I finally finished Iron Flame. That took me a while. And then I also have 3 vinyls. I have more vinyls outside. If you guys want to see those, let me know and I'll make a TikTok or a video about them. But on this shelf, I have A.M. Barking Monkeys, Born to Die by Lana Del Rey, and Don't Smile at Me by Billie Eilish, because those I didn't have space to display on my actual display shelves. On the other side, we have more miscellaneous stuff. We got, first of all, an Instax camera. I don't actually take pictures with this, I only use it to like print out Polaroids. I just use it like a phone app to transfer it and then I print them out. We have the entirety of the Ruin of Rising. Is that what it's called? No. Shadow and Bone! The Shadow and Bone series. I hated this. Didn't like it. I read the first book, I half read the second, and then I skimmed the third. Because I did not enjoy it. But I did like Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom. Those I thought were really good. I keep thinking about these. I feel like they're really good if you love heists. This is kind of what I would go for. Especially if you're new to fantasy. I also have a little glasses case here with some glasses. And here we have some more Illumicrate things. We have this tin box, which I actually use for all my bookmarks, which is nice. And then I just realized this thing, which is also a Illumicrate little goodie, was upside down. This thing is filled to the brim with stickers. Oh god. Then we have Gallant by V.E. Schwab, which I absolutely loved. I definitely want to read more V.E. Schwab books. I do have Vicious on my TBR cart. I will be showing that soon. I have Never Known Men by Jacqueline Hartman, which I thought was okay, but a little bit of an unsatisfying ending. So I gave it like three stars, I think. We have The Midnight Library by Matt Haig, which I found very repetitive. It was okay. It's not anything insane, but it wasn't bad. The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren. I loved this book. I think I read it in one sitting, and I gave it 5 stars because I thought it was really funny. The banter was bantering. It was one of the first romance books that I really enjoyed, and I don't know if I would love it as much like on a reread, but I did really love it. We have Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez, which I thought was really good as well. The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides? I don't know. I love this. I didn't see the twist coming at the end. This is a 5-star book for me, if not even like 5.5, maybe 5.6. I don't know. Love that book. We have The Fine Prince, 10th Condition. It's the Dreamland Billionaire series, which also got me out of a slump. But it hasn't stuck with me at all. I don't think about these books ever, but they were good. I did like them. When I read them, great time. We have 3 decks of cards here. One normal deck of cards, one Illumicrate TBR card, which you can see in my last video if you want to check that out, and one bicycle fancy card thing, and also this useless little reading thingy, which you're supposed to put on the book. Never use this, never works. Let's move these so we can see the other books behind here. Colleen Hoover, It Ends With Us. This is what got me back into reading. Do I love Colleen Hoover? No. Will I be continuing to read her books? Probably not. Did I give this 5 stars when I first read it? Yeah, I did. I had a good time, and this really was easy to like get back into reading. Since then, it's been almost 3 years, and I have definitely leveled up as a reader. But I did enjoy this. I didn't think it was bad. Icebreaker, Hannah Grace, also pretty fun, good time. The Maidens, Alex Michaelides, completely fine book. Rock, Paper, Scissors, Alice Feeney, controversial opinion. I didn't like this at all. Way too many plot holes, too much stuff you could have done something fun with, but you didn't. Very predictable to me. It was like, meh. So I'm looking for better thrillers in the horror books, so please recommend some if you have them. We got The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Completely fine. Completely okay. Nothing super special. Then we're moving down to the bottom shelves. I feel like it's gonna be the easiest for me to do this while sitting on the floor, so I'm gonna sit on the floor. This shelf I've had for many years, because this is books that I read as a kid and as a teenager. So these I haven't touched in a long time. I don't even know if I've read all of them, but it is very miscellaneous stuff. It's a lot of Norwegian books. You probably recognize There's Only One Kid. I don't know how to say it in English. I think it's called Dustedagbok in Norwegian. But yeah, I did read the entirety of, or not the entirety, I read a lot of Diaries of the Wimpy Kid when I was a kid. They were really popular when I was in like primary school. I also read The Selection, which actually, oh no, my Smisky fell, which I loved. I got The Hunger Games gifted, haven't read it. It's also in Norwegian. If I were to read it now, I would probably get them in English. I have 2 Minecraft books hidden behind there. Also don't know what this plant is. It is real, it's really cute. Don't know what it is. And then I have Shadow by, I think it's by, woo! I think it's by Sage. Magic, Septimus Heap, one of my favorite books of all time. 6-star book for me. I want to reread it at some point. We have Night School by CJ Daughtery. I ate that series up. I only have the first one, but I want to get all of them just so I can display them on my shelves because I have finished the series. I read the first one in school, and then I went to a 2-week trip to Greece with my family, and I finished all the other books on my phone. And I love them. And it's been a lot of years since I read them, but I still remember some of the scenes. On the other side, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this even. This is a cheap shelf. I have not read any of these. This is the Mortal Instruments series. I watched some on the Netflix show. I thought it was okay. Production is bad, but it's a fun show. So I do want to read these. I have the entirety of the Magnolia Parks series. I read the first one. It was okay. But please convince me to read the rest. I think I'm gonna like Daisy Hates a lot more than I do the Magnolia Parks. But I just haven't got the motivation to start. I have a lightsaber held here. And the stand actually was made by a friend, which is cool. Then I have 3 books here that I didn't like that much. We have November 9th, Colleen Hoover. We have the Love Hypothesis, but not by, what's her name? Ali Hazelwood. It's not by Ali Hazelwood. This is a one that I ordered it on accident because I thought it was the Ali Hazelwood one. This is by Laura Steven. It's dog shit. Do not read that book. It is, if you are gonna read it, hate read it. Like, read it going into it knowing it's gonna be cringe and bad. Because I did finish the entire thing. It was funny and bingeable, but it's so bad. Behind the lightsaber, I also have Darling Venom by Huntington, which was pretty good. I think I gave it 5 stars, but it's been a while since I read it. Punk 57, Penelope Douglas, controversial again, but I actually love this. The Angst was good. And then Ugly Love, Colleen Hoover. Yeah. And then of course I have some, the last 2 shelves are like mess. There's on this side, like down here, you can't see it, but it's on my sketchbooks and notebooks that I've had for many years. But that's the main shelf. Now we're gonna go over to my TBR cart, and then we're gonna talk about my Illumicrate books. This is my TBR cart. It looks really messy because it is. I just realized my camera's crooked. This is my TBR cart. I love this thing. It's so nice. I got influenced like everybody else, and I had to get one of these. That's my phone. That doesn't need to be there. First of all, on the top 2 here, these don't normally lay here. They live wherever I put them last. These are the 2 books that I'm in the middle of reading right now, which is Two Twisted Crowns by Rachel Gillig and Babel, which is the book club pick of the month. If you want to join my book club, it's on Fable. Linked in the bio. So I'm tapping this, just reading this normally, having a good time. Then we have some miscellaneous knickknacks over here. We have a little pink thing with all my annotation supplies, which I think is really cute. This thing, I don't know why people don't talk about these more, but this is a little pouch that you put on the book, and then you can, like, it's a little pencil case. So I put like an annotation pen and some annotation stuff, and then I put this on the actual book, and also use it as a bookmark, which is fantastic. These are great. I'll dust in my nose. And then I have my glasses pouch that I unboxed in my Illumicrate thing, and also in this pencil case. This is filled to the brim with annotation supplies, and it's really messy. So it's just tabs, sticky notes, anything creative like that. And then the actual books. I've tried my best to like organize this in priority, but not fully. This is my book journal. I actually do keep a book journal. Don't read whatever this is gonna open on if you're not gonna get spoiled, because every single time I finish a book, I write a summary on it and some like additional notes and the date that I finished it, etc., and how many stars I give it, but all of these are summaries of what I remember from the books. So this, I will look at this if I need to either continue a series or if I want to recommend the book and I don't remember what it was about at all. Then we have books that I am in the middle of that I've kind of soft DNF'd in a way. This is Dracula, Bram Stoker, the original. I'm about halfway through this. We got Blood Rising, Christopher Brown. I started reading this with my boyfriend. Then we started the book club and we started reading those books instead. He's pretty busy, so it was hard for him to read the book club book at the same time as like another book. So I've kind of shelved this for now. Throw in the Glass by Sarah J. Maas. I'm going to listen to this like on audiobook whenever I have time, and then I'm probably going to get back into it, but I am a little bit into this. The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang. I actually read this together with a friend, but he took a long time to read it, and I love him and it was good to read with him. But it's been months since I picked it up, so if I do read this again or pick it back up, I'm definitely gonna reread from the start. We have Pride and Prejudice, Jane Austen. This one's heavy. It's good, and the movie with Keira Knightley is my favorite movie of all time. I have started tabbing and annotating it, but I'm not smart enough for this, so I got a tip from someone in the comments the other day. I'm gonna put it up here, if I can find it. This is the comment. Shout out to this person. They told me with Dracula as well to like audiobook at the same time as I'm reading, and that sounds like a great idea for classics. And I'm gonna try that with Pride and Prejudice if I do pick it back up again. We have a good go throughout the murder, which I did. Now we're on like the books that I haven't read. The Secret History, Dawn at Heart. I really want to read this really soon. I'm probably gonna pick it up when I'm done with Two Sister Crowns, which is V.E. Schwab, Olivia Blake, The Atlas, and then Killjoy, which I do want to read before I read Good Girls Guide to Murder. On the other side, we have V.E. Schwab's The Invisible Life of Adley Rowe. We have Bands of Thieves. We have Trust of the Emerald Sea, Brandon Sanderson. Also want to read this pretty soon. Throne of the Fallen. I have to read this because I love Kingdom of the Wicked. This needs to be read. Bonnie, The Serpent that Wings the Nights, Emily Brad's Encyclopedia of Fairies, A Diary of Blood, which I do want to read after I finish Dracula. Where the Crawdads Sing in Ninth House. And then we're gonna move down a little bit. I'm getting back on the floor for this one. We have Little Cinema Bun plushie. Cinema Bun? I don't remember the name. I got this from someone else. Tomorrow. Flawless, Elsie Silver. And then the Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood, the one that I wanted to read, which I haven't read yet. You and Me on Vacation, The Prison Healer, If You Had Been With Me, Happy Place, Emily Henry, The Hobbit, Tolkien. I want to read and annotate this. At the bottom, we have a book that I have DNF'd and I will never pick back up, which is the first book club book that I ever read. If you could see the sun. I don't even remember where I got this. I annotated the shit out of it, but half of the annotations are me just being mad and being annoyed at the main character, because they are insufferable. I don't think I'll finish this ever. We got Battle Thieves, The Inherited Games, Billy Summers, Stephen King, Frankenstein, The Night Circus, The Killer Kingdom, Scythe, Wildfire, and then they have the old cover of Stalking Jack the Ripper with the tiny book. I ordered this on Amazon. I didn't realize it was gonna be this small. I will probably not read it until the new ones come out in stores, and I'm gonna buy the new cover because I don't like this cover, and I'm probably gonna gift it to someone. We have Throttled, The Stolen Heir, and then Before the Coffee Gets Cold. I have Unmasking Autism, which I do want to get more into. I actually have autism. I know, I'm quirky like that. I'm kidding. I want to get to understand my diagnosis better. I got diagnosed at 21, so very late in life, and I'm very grateful for my diagnosis because it's like helped me understand a lot of things about myself that I thought were just wrong with me. So I really appreciate this, and I'm gonna read this when I'm in the mood for it. Surrounded by Psychopaths. I got like halfway through this and I was like, meh, I kind of am not that interested. The Language Instinct and The Psychopath Test. I was in a bit of like a psychology phase when I bought these, which I always am, to be fair, but I don't know if I'm in it enough to read the books. And then I actually don't know what it's called. Eleanor Ophelia, I think? I got this from a friend like years ago. Credence, Penelope Douglas. I don't know if I have the balls to read this. Same as Birthday Girl. Haven't heard great things. It Starts With Us, Colleen Hoover. I don't know if I can be bothered. The Song of Achilles, on the other hand. Kind of intrigued. Then we have King of Wrath. Don't know if I'm gonna read that either. Corrupt, Penelope Douglas, Brutal Prince. Blood Crown. If you know, you know. This was kind of a joke purchase. I have not finished this. I did start it. Out of intrigue. Definitely intriguing. Then we have Regretting You, Colleen Hoover, and then Surrounded by Idiots. And that is my entire TBR card. This entire shelf, I don't think I'll ever read any of these books. Maybe. Maybe like one or two of them. Of course, The Unmasking Autism, I am gonna read that. I wanna finish that one. The rest of them, don't know. I've had these for over 2 years. Don't know if I'll ever finish them. And then last but certainly not least is my Illumicrate and drawing shelf. I'm gonna be standing pretty awkwardly here because this is my slanted roof and it's hard to stand here. But this is like double jump, what the fuck? I'm gonna try to stand over here in this corner, but I'm gonna have to bend down. These are 3 books by Andrew Loomis, which is like a famous drawer, painter, artist. which is creative illustration, drawing the heads and hands, and figure drawing. I want to study these better, get better at drawing. I do draw a lot. I like drawing. Then I have all my favorite perfumes, which are nice. I also have a candle. Don't worry, I don't light this that close to my books. I moved this, but I light it. And then I have all my Illumicrate books, and I don't think I'm going to show these individually and say what they all are, because I might make that into its own individual video. I'll be showing some videos or like footage of them and the spines, but if you want me to go into detail about these, let me know and I'll make a video on it. I haven't read any of them yet. I do want to. I was subscribed for 14 months, so a little bit over a year. And these are really pretty and I love them, but those are all my books and all my bookshelves. I hope you like. I will see you in next video, which will probably be I'm hungry. Which will probably be a reading vlog. I think that's it. I love you all. Again, my channel is pretty new, so if you want to introduce yourself in the comments, I would appreciate that, because then I know who is watching my videos. And thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.